Hi there, I am your explainer, and today in this video, I am going to explain NASA 2025 Moon Project at Artemis 2. First human moon mission was Apollo 11, launched from Cape Kennedy on July 16, 1969. Over 2.5 hours were spent on the EVA phase, which concluded at 111 hours, 39 minutes into the mission. Armstrong and Aldrin were on the moon for 21 hours and 36 minutes. At 124 hours and 22 minutes, the ascending stage engine started following a 7-hour slumber period. On September 2025, NASA is again going to send for astronauts who will travel around the moon on NASA's first crewed mission, Artemis 2. In order to lay the groundwork for a long-term Artemis presence at the moon for scientific research. For the first time with humans, NASA's core human deep space exploration capabilities, the SLS rocket and Orion spacecraft, will be put to the test during the 10-day mission. NASA is going to send for astronauts to represent the best of humanity, daring to forge new frontiers in space on behalf of all of humanity. Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialist Christina Koch from NASA, and mission specialist Jeremy Hansen from the Canadian Space Agency. NASA's first crewed flight test of the Orion spacecraft and Space Launch System rocket are on the moon. Artemis 2 will confirm that humans are capable of exploring deep space today and open the door for long-term lunar exploration and study. Their task will be to verify that, in the real deep space environment, all of the spacecraft systems function as intended while the crew is on board. Astronauts will take off on a Space Launch System SLS rocket in Block 1 configuration from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida as part of this mission. After making many orbital adjustments to increase its distance from Earth, Orion will finally put the crew on a lunar-free return trajectory, where Earth's gravity would pull Orion back to Earth after it passes the moon. The initial launch will be similar to Artemis 1, Orion, and the upper stage, known as the Intermediate Cryogenic Propulsion Stage (ICPS). Will then orbit Earth twice with the crew on this trip to make sure Orion's systems are operating as intended. The crew of Artemis 2 will journey about 7,500 kilometers past the moon's far side. They will be able to see the Earth and the moon from Orion's windows from this position. With the Earth situated almost 250,000 kilometers in the background and the moon in close proximity, an approximate duration of 10 days is anticipated for the expedition, including a 4-day return trip. This fuel-efficient trajectory utilizes the Earth-Moon gravity field to ensure that, once orbiting the far side of the moon, Orion will be naturally drawn back by Earth's gravity for the free return leg of the mission, negating the need for propulsion. In order to make sure the navigation and communication systems are prepared for the journey to the moon, Orion will also test them. Orion will briefly travel outside of the GPS satellite's detection range while remaining in its eccentric orbit around the Earth. Orion will execute the next propulsion maneuver, known as the Translunar Injection (TLI) burn, following checkout procedures. The service module will provide Orion the final push it needs to begin its journey toward the moon. Since the ICPS has already completed the majority of the work necessary to place Orion in a high Earth orbit, all 4 astronauts are going to travel in Orion. The crew of the Artemis 2 mission will evaluate the functionality of the life support equipment required to produce oxygen-rich air and evacuate the carbon dioxide and water vapor that astronauts exhale, converse, or exercise. The crew will also test the systems during sleep, when they have the lowest metabolic rate, and during exercise, when they have the greatest metabolic rate. The main mission is to explore the moon for scientific discovery, technology advancement, and to learn how to live and work on another world as we prepare for human missions to Mars. Future samples from Artemis missions will continue to advance our knowledge of the history and formation of our solar system, including Earth and the moon. NASA is also trying to find out water from moon deep surface. Extracting it and converting it means water for drinking, oxygen for breathing, and rocket fuel to power missions farther into the solar system. NASA is planning for future Artemis missions for moon surface exploration, and I will try to give you guys all details as per the launches. Thanks for watching video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more informative videos.